Back again, reporting live on tape from Casa de Warren. My name's Darius. I'm here with my main man, Marcel.
That's me.
We're about to drop some philosophy on you guys as we finish off our ninja village here. I think the marketing team suggested we talk true crime today. Is that all right?
The marketing team did suggest that we talk about, what was it?
The Mafia.
Mafia.
Specifically.
Yes.
But, I figured we could, expand on it and touch into other layers of crime to make it like a full episode.
We could. And since our Lego episodes did so poorly last time, we're doing it again. Screw you, you can't tell us what to do.
We're going to shove that dead horse down America's throat.
And we got to finish this 6,163 pieces at some point, so...
Yeah. So yeah, two birds, one stone. Or
three birds.
Yeah. Legos, true crime, marketing. Right? Or what?
Lego's true crime philosophy.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. No, that's like the whole deal.
It's alright.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
That's like the whole fucking deal. Okay, so I think initially the question was, ethically, or how ethical is it to be a mob boss? And I kind of felt like this was a layup and a no-brainer, but, my main man here is his brain functions a lot better than mine, so I'm sure
whoa. Differently.
I'm sure, he's got a perspective on it that I have yet to, think about. So, I'm on the side of nay, and I take it you're on the devil's advocate side of yay. So, why is it okay to be the leader of an organized crime ring?
I mean, you're giving people jobs.
Okay.
Give people a purpose in life. Usually the people that join these gigs, have been abandoned by their family.
Yeah.
They've been fired to their job.
Yeah.
No one likes them. They're scum of the earth. But here you go, you're a mob boss, and you take those people and you say, hey, you know what, dude? You're valuable to me.
Yeah.
And if you go around and you punch some people in the face for me, I'll give you $20.
Well, okay.
What could possibly be bad about that?
I'll say firstly that if you are a mob boss and your enforcers, if their main job is just stopping at punching people in the face,
just an example. Just go punch this guy in the face for me.
Yeah, it's usually, hey, go kneecap this guy for me. Best case scenario, hey, go break this guy's knees. But I do like the point of it creating a lot of jobs, in which especially in low income neighborhoods and broken homes and stuff like that. Like if you don't have parents to make you go and get an education or some kind of vocational skills, then that probably is one of your few options as far as finding gainful employment. But is the juice worth the squeeze?
Is the juice worth the squeeze? Has that ever been said by anyone before, or was that just you?
No. A good buddy of mine, shout out to Mr. Russell Reeves. That was one of his main catchphrases that he would say back in the day, when we would contemplate leaving a job after only about a week of employment.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
That was one of his go-tos. Is the juice worth the squeeze? So is it, if you're out breaking kneecaps for half a decade, and then you find yourself under arrest?
Probably more than half a decade. Right?
Well, okay, so...
you're not going to be able to do anything else once you join the Mafia. You're kind of stuck, right? Unless
you are a master criminal, you're not getting away with crime, man.
That's what the Mafia boss is there for, is to make sure you get away with it. That's his job.
But okay.
Make sure you can keep breaking people's kneecaps.
But if you're continuing to do crime on a daily basis,
probably not daily. Maybe weekly.
It depends on what your job is, man. If you're a drug dealer for the Mafia, you're selling drugs every day.
There's people who sell drugs for a heck of a lot longer than half a decade, man. Especially if they have the protection of the Mafia behind them. You know what I mean? The Mafia's got their hands all up in the...
okay, I may just have never been involved with any smart criminals, which I'll put that on the table.
Let's assume you can go at least a decade, alright?
Okay, but you go a decade. That means that when you do get arrested after a decade's worth of crime,
right,
that means they have a good case built up against you. And then, okay, so then in that instance, you've got one of two choices. You either tell on your associates, which, even if you do, like, you're not safe going back home, or, in a lot of instances, even if you tell, you're still going to jail, just not for as long. So, like, now your life's in danger.
Okay, but what was your life going to be like before you joined the Mafia? Right? What would those 10 years and even beyond those 10 years would have been if you didn't join the Mafia?
You wouldn't have
homeless, begging people for cash.
No, dude, you could go
selling your body for money.
Okay, even if you were a prostitute, you wouldn't have to worry about looking over your shoulder. Is my own associate's gonna murder me because I told the truth to get less time in prison? You know what I mean? Like, and that's even okay. And then say you choose to, you know, stand on business, as the kids are saying these days, and not say anything, and, like, you just take your crimes on the chin, so then you're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
And live in prison, dude? Like, prison... okay, in which I have a lot of insight...
But, I mean, prison's probably better than being homeless on the streets, right?
No, it's not. Nobody... There's no threat of, being anally raped. Being homeless on the street.
You sure about that, buddy? What kind of streets are you going down, man?
Okay, if you're a rapist, you're gonna rape some dirty homeless person?
They offer him $20.
It's not rape. That's a transaction at that point.
Yeah, okay.
That's not rape anymore. It's you, like, man, if you go to prison, if you are, like, okay, so, like, say you're, like, a minority that's not, like, black or Spanish, like, if you're, like, I don't know, Indian or, like, Japanese or some shit, you know, you're pretty much fucked, because in prison, you have to either join a religion or join a gang. Otherwise, you're just blood in the water, man. Like, there's no, you know, and then, like, I mean, even if you're a white guy, if you go to prison, you're either now a white supremacist or a target. You know, so there's no real... And I mean, which, if you're in the Mafia already, I mean, that's not that far off from being a white supremacist. In a prison instance, anyway. But, yeah, I don't know that it would be worth it, man, to... Like... You're not getting away with crime. Like, okay, like our marketing team, you know, all of the crime shows that they watch, like, there's never anyone, like, those stories aren't like, this is how I got away with my life.
Well, no one's going to say how they got away with it.
No, but, I mean, as in, okay, we wouldn't know who they were then if they got away with it. You know what I mean? So, like, all of these people are people that were caught.
Yeah.
You know? So
Think
it's
about
like...
people that weren't caught, though.
I don't think there are that many, is what I'm trying to
I think
express,
you're underestimating how good people are
at crime?
At getting away with it. I mean, that's the whole point of the Mafia, is that, like, they have, you know, the Mafia boss has his hands all up in the police, so the police won't do anything. So just, like, pay him off, or he'll just, like, kill their wife or something.
That's like the movies, though, man. And then, like,
the movies are based on the real thing.
But, dude, okay, like, yeah, okay, so, like, the top Mafia boss has the chief of police in his pocket. So, yeah, like, the top Mafia boss might not go to jail for the rest of his life, but all of his underlings. And then, too, you think about, okay, yeah, if the chief of police is in the pocket of the Mafia, the whole police force isn't. You know, there's going to be one Dudley Do-Right that's like, hey, if y'all don't arrest this guy, I'm going to blow the whistle and tell the papers, and, you know, then probably, he might get roughed up, you know, because,
he's dead. The Mafia just killed him.
But, bro, you can't just kill everybody that you have a problem with. These people have families, man. Like,
yeah, that's why they better not be going against the Mafia. Otherwise, their families are screwed.
Fucking getting away with murder in 2024. You're not, dude. Like, if the family is dead set on finding out who did it, like with forensics where they are now, dude, you are not getting away with that shit. Like, I saw, in which, granted, this is an example of a stupid criminal, but on fucking the first 48, they arrested a motherfucker because they found a bucket of chicken in the car. Like, you're not, you know, like...
Why the hell is this dude using chicken?
He wasn't! That's the thing! Like, that was just like, they were like, oh, like, a murder happened here. Let's test that bucket of chicken to see if any DNA... And that's how he got arrested, dude, over a fucking bucket of chicken.
Chicken.
You're not... getting away with shit. I've seen where a motherfucker killed this lady in a hotel room accidentally, or I don't know, accidentally or on purpose or whatever. He spit out a piece of gum, and they caught him from the teeth imprints on the gum.
This is why you don't chew gum.
I mean...
These are rookie mistakes. See, if you're in the Mafia, they're going to know about all these mistakes. They're going to tell you, hey, don't chew gum when you go murder that lady.
There's no, like... There's no way to cover all of your bases, though. If it's not gum, it's a footprint. If it's not a footprint, it's a fucking nosy neighbor across the street that just happened to see your car drive away or heard a scream. Or if it's not that, then it's like, the way the blood splattered on here, we turned on a black light and he had a dot on his sweatshirt when we interviewed him. So we took that sweatshirt and sent it off to our lab, and we found in the microfibers of the sweatshirt, after looking at it through a mic, you're not fucking getting away with it, man. Like, now granted, like, if you just kill some random hobo that nobody gives a shit about.
Which you would have been if you didn't join the Mafia.
Then you would probably get away with that. But I like, because my wife and I, like, we joke all the time, like, I'm just like, why don't we just go to another state and just kill a hobo?
Why are you? Do not kill hobos.
No, man, like, I mean, yeah, they've already, like, had a shitty life. There's no point in, like, murdering them randomly. But, like, that's the only, like, because we watch a lot of those murder shows, too, and it's like, that's the only kind of crime that you're going to get. I'm afraid I'm going to break this. I don't want to force the issue here.
No, you're good. Just watch this, right? Yeah, you had it right. Boom.
Well, okay.
Just gotta believe in yourself.
It's just, I'm so incredibly strong, man. That's the thing. Like, I just don't.
You're so right on that one.
Yeah, I'm so, I'm scared. It's like, what is that saying that Superman, he's like, I just feel like I'm living in a world of cardboard, like.
Is that a saying from Superman?
Not a saying, but like one time when he was
heard that one,
expressing himself of, like, because he's, so freakishly strong in this world that he's just afraid he's going to break everything that he touches,
Right. Yeah, I haven't personally had that issue yet.
We're straying off topic, though.
But yeah, like, what would you rather do? Rather enjoy 10 years of your life and then, have an off chance of going to prison, or just be, like, homeless, sad, and alone for the rest of your life?
I don't feel like it would be just a small chance. I feel like it's an eventuality. Especially, but then again, like I said, all of the crime that I've been involved in, like, was with dumb criminals. So, like, I don't really have, much experience in that department. Like, after my last brush with the law, and I, just realized, like, how fucking stupid I was, I don't know, that lifestyle just isn't appealing anymore, and I just feel like...
Well, not to you, because you haven't, lost everything that you ever loved and become homeless and jobless and
but even if
get a career.
Even if you're fucking homeless, man, you can still take a shower by yourself, versus being in prison.
Where? Where are you taking these showers at?
Who was that one guy that was calling the job? Where was the fucking...
It wasn't a call, it was an email.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was. Where was he taking showers? Like, was it the
He wasn't. That was the problem. They were trying to kick him out.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he was taking showers at, like, fucking,
Yeah, he was taking a shower at, like, a rec center.
Yeah.
And they were trying to kick him out because I think he didn't, pay the fee to use the rec center or something. And, yeah. They were like, get out of here. And then he was, like, trying to voice... It was so weird. It was this homeless guy in California, I think it was, sending the Missouri Department of Revenue like a whole bunch of random statutes that were not relevant at all, and trying to say that we, the Missouri Department of Revenue, should make a business in California let him use their showers.
Well, it was an aquarium, right? Wasn't that what it was? It was a fucking...
Dude, it didn't make any sense.
Like,
I don't think it was an aquarium.
It had something to do with, like...
It made no sense at all. It was
Yeah.
the wildest email I'd ever read in my life. It was so long, too. It just kept going.
See, that's when I get pissed off, man. When, like, it's like, dude, I don't need your fucking life story. Just give me the subject of the email and can I have my life back, please? Like, why are you giving me, like, a goddamn novel to read here?
Well, it was like after, like, paragraph 2, you realized it was all nonsense, so you would only read the rest of it if you just wanted to laugh your ass off. Which I did, because goddamn, that shit was hilarious.
No, see, shit like that would just infuriate me.
Well, you know, you don't have to read it. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. It was so freaking good. He was like going off to again Missouri Department of Revenues. Like even if it was the issue was happening in Missouri, the Department of Revenue would not be handling that issue.
Yeah, we can't force anybody to do shit.
So even if it was in the right state, he still had the wrong department. I'm like, what are you saying this shit to us for, man? Like, what is wrong with you?
Have you gotten any of those calls yet from like a concerned citizen? Where they're like, yeah, this business down the street, they haven't paid their taxes in like 10 years. Have you gotten one of those yet?
I've gotten a couple of them, yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck you want me to do?
It's like, okay, you can report it if you want to your authorities, but like,
we can't force anybody to do shit.
Yeah, go talk to the cops,
right,
man. I don't know.
Oh man, shout out Jake. He's moved on to greener pastures, but he used to be the number 2 for the payment plan department. I remember this was my first couple of months in the department, and I was like, I went to the payment plan department and I was all terrified. I was like, I got this lady on the phone, man, and she's really worried about fraud, and like she's thinking that these people, I don't remember the specifics of it, but I was like, who do they call in that instance? And he chimed in because I was talking to the unit leader, and he's like, the police. Like, we don't have shit to do with that, man. Calm down. You might.
Yeah.
But
like, we don't really care.
Yeah,
like, honestly.
That's what I'm like, dude. You are overthinking this. Like, a great deal, man.
I think this is where the poop comes out. There's a working toilet in this Lego set, and I think this might be where the poop rolls out.
A working toilet?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look, it's got 6,163 pieces. All right, you think at least a couple of those make a working toilet, right?
Well, and that is very like practical. Like if we're building a whole village here, they would need at least one toilet.
No, this is a city market.
Oh, okay. So this isn't a village. It's like a
no. You have to buy like the other $400 or $500 sets to get the whole village.
Is this like Lego's version of like Ground Zero for COVID? Like, is this a wet market?
What?
Poor attempt at humor. We'll edit that out.
Hey, if you know what that humor was, comment down below. Let me know what the hell Darius was just talking about. Editor, don't cut that out. Keep it in.
So, is there any bat meat for sale at the market? You remember they were talking about the wet market is where they thought COVID originated because they were selling like bat meat and shit. Like, I
don't know. No, I think this is literally just. You know, like the Ninjago scene's based off of like, you know, Asian culture, so it's just an Asian-y market.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so.
Poor attempt at humor, folks. I'm sorry. I would like to say that won't happen again, but that would be a lie.
I mean, I just didn't know what you were talking about. I'm sure if someone was watching who knew what about the whatever you were talking about was, I'm sure it would have been hilarious. I just not familiar with it. Oh yeah, this is definitely where the poop goes down, dude. Oh yeah, there's no way this isn't where the poop comes down.
It always fucking comes back to poop, man.
That's how it always is.
That's what. If you could do without one bodily function or one like, you know, active maintenance, do you think it would be going to the bathroom? Like, if you could cut that out of your life, or is there another? Like,
I mean, eating though.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot. Like, you know,
like if you cut out eating, do you also get bathroom as well for free?
Oh fuck, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that'd be like a twofer because then what else would you be expelling if you didn't have to eat anything?
Oh, this could be a problem. This could be a little bit.
That would make life so much easier, man. Even as much like I'm like a fat kid to my core, but like if we didn't have to eat, that means I wouldn't have to watch anyone else eat. You know?
I feel like if you gave up eating, then like you would still have like the option to eat, and if you did eat, you would still have to poop. But like if you chose not to eat, then you wouldn't have to poop either.
Right, and that would be a fantastic life. Although I don't know what I would do with the majority of my breaks, because that's usually what I do is I'll sneak to another floor and go poop.
How often are you pooping?
Probably about 3 or 4 times a day. I know that's, like, not regular. Like, most people only go, like, once or twice. But, like...
I go, like, once a week
I don't like
to once a month, usually.
Now, see, that's dangerous, bro. That is dangerous. Like, I not first-hand experience, but I have witnessed, like, you don't want to ever be in a situation where you need somebody's help.
I'm just saying, trust me, that other person isn't going to want to be in the situation where they got help.
No, they're not. They're not. And that's the thing, man. So then now you're in this situation where you're embarrassed because somebody's having to fish around in your asshole to, you know...
Look, we're going. Look.
That is no way. I'm telling you, man.
Look.
You gotta get that under control.
You don't understand, all right? Takes a lot of skill.
I mean, it definitely, I will give you that, that is, like, Batman level willpower to, just be like, no, I'm not fucking pooping, you know, for a month at a time. Like, that's like...
You just, like, hold it in there, dude. You just be like, nah, I'm alright, I'll stop.
I used to, especially, like, at school, like, when I was still in school, I would refuse to poop at school. Like, I didn't want anybody to, like, ever walk in the bathroom and be like, oh, man, Darius was in there taking a shit. You know, like, so, like, I don't know.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I was a weird kid, man. I was already, like, not popular. And, like, I didn't want to give anybody any more ammunition, basically.
Right.
You know?
Okay, because taking a poop is ammunition.
Well, like, I mean, if it smelled really bad or if, like, I was in there, like, with, like, really bad diarrhea or something, you know, like, I didn't want to risk any of that. So, yeah, I would never poop at school. But then, like, once I, you know, started working and, like, I was just like, dude, I'm in a bathroom. If I have to poop, I'm gonna fucking poop, you know? Like, so, like, that's what they're for, you know? So, like, I got over that aspect of it. But
right.
Even still, like, if we're at work, like, I won't poop on our floor. Like, I'm not gonna poop and then, like, have to make eye contact with someone on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like,
no?
I'm not gonna do that. Like,
I think you just make eye contact while you're pooping.
I'm not... like, with the stall open?
Yeah, so, like, here's what you do, okay? Here, new team building exercise. Anyone who runs a business.
Oh, my God.
Right? Cut down the stalls in your bathroom and make it so that you can only use the bathroom if you go in packs of 2.
Oh,
or
no,
more.
Man. So, like, I don't want to smell somebody else's poop, man.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Sure fucking...
Don't work there, dude. If you don't want to smell someone else's poop, you're not part of the team.
I damn sure wouldn't be. I tell you that right now. Fuck that team. Smelling your poop.
Hey. You never know, dude.
Like, especially if they, like, ate, like,
You might find a new hobby.
No, man, that ain't... It wouldn't be that. Like... And, like, you know, I'm like, fucking super freak. Super duper. And, like, I'm into, like, smells and stuff, but, like, not that smell. Like, not poop. You know, that's not...
You're not into poop.
No, yeah, no.
Alright, I'll put that on the calendar.
Yeah.
Darius is not a poopy kind of guy.
Yeah, that is not my jam. Oh, I had this door upside down. It might be.
Oh, my God. It's not the upside down door.
But then, too, I don't know if the door frame... Okay, yeah, no, the door frame... Oh, see, they keep fucking with me.
Whoa! Whoa! People need to stop fucking Darius, alright? Let's make that very clear. No more
so, yeah, back to the prison conversation. Like, so you would rather spend life in prison than life on the streets? Is what you're saying, ultimately.
I probably would just, like, die either way, honestly.
Yeah,
Because I can't... I wouldn't be able to eat prison food, and I don't think I would be able to live on the streets. So I think I'm just, like... I don't think I'm the best person to ask that, but I'm sure there's some people out there that are, like, I'd rather have, like, 10 years of feeling powerful than live in prison versus living on the streets for 50 years, you know? I think there's some people out there.
That's the thing, though. If you're doing crime... And, I mean, granted, there are stupid criminals that, like... don't ever, like, think that it's gonna end, but, like, if you're doing crime, eventually, you're gonna be looking over your shoulder constantly, you know what I mean? Like...
I mean, I would just, like, accept the fact that you're gonna die.
That one
like,
day,
I mean, I feel like if you're out there murdering and kicking people's, you know, faces in and stuff...
Yeah.
It's like, when the day comes, you're just like, you're ready for it, You're
well,
like,
yeah, that
right.
is very true.
And then you're not looking over your shoulder. You don't have to worry about being stressed all the time because, you're not really too concerned about it. It's just, if it happens, it happens.
Man,
I'm not saying it's for everyone. I'm just saying, it's for some
not.
people, and someone's got to offer the employment opportunity.
But, okay, let's talk about the flip side, though. Because we've talked about, like, the people being employed by the Mafia. But, like, what about all of the people that are suffering from their business practices? Whether it be,
Don't they usually help people?
What? No.
Don't they, like, go, they go to people and they be like, hey, Mr. Business, we will offer you protection from the other Mafia in exchange for 40% of your income. Isn't that what they do?
You're joking, right?
Is that not what they do?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
But what that really means is, like, hey, you're going to pay us 40% of your gross income, or we're going to show up here at random times and break shit. Is what that really means. Because, like, if the person doesn't pay, you don't know, like, how, like, they'll skip to the next part of the movie and all their fucking windows are broken out. And, like...
Yeah, well, you gotta pay, dude. Freaking... God, why aren't you paying? Pay the Mafia, people. Come on.
That's what they call in the biz extortion.
Yeah. So, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, no, that's
extortion. Look, if you just let yourself be extorted,
that's not
then a Mafia will not hurt you, okay?
Man. So think about it, because they're not extorting like fucking J.P. Morgan, or they're not walking into McDonald's extorting them. They're going into like little mom and pop shops.
Right, yeah.
That's usually like a fucking immigrant already that came over here and is just trying to make an honest living. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
So yeah, no, dude.
I mean, providing them protection, I mean, that's just fantastic. Like J.P. Morgan, they don't need no protection.
I think you're missing what I'm trying to put down here, and I don't know if
the
it's
Mafia
intentional.
offers a valuable service to society that cannot be replaced by
I don't know if we're
anything
gonna,
else.
I don't know if we're gonna see eye to eye on this one.
Hey, you never know, man.
Because I mean, I've shit talked on these small mom and pop business owners myself, but I still don't think it's okay for them to be squeezed. Like for fucking.
So, like, you don't think it's okay for, let's say, hypothetically, the government to take, like, 20% of their income?
No.
Just hypothetically?
I don't think that's okay. No, I don't. I don't think that's okay at all.
How's the government gonna get their money, though, dude?
Well, they fucking print the money, man.
Well, if they print it without taking it, it causes inflation. That's basic economics.
I mean, yeah, that's what they say, but, like, how would anybody ever really know? If they just kept...
The economy would know when there's way too much fucking money in it.
I think everybody would be like, man, this is awesome. We got all this fucking money,
Well, I mean, what happened when they printed a shit ton of money during the COVID times and they gave like everyone a shit ton of money? Guess what happened? 2 years later, we have a crap ton of inflation. That's just how it works, man.
Oh, well, yeah, we're learning. What did you call that? Civics? Is that what this is right now?
Economics.
Economics, okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is civics then? Like, I guess.
Civics is like, I don't know.
But
it's like kind of like politicky stuff. I guess maybe there's a little bit of civics in it. I don't know. But yeah, it's
fuck this up.
The government has to take money away from people. They can't just print it, otherwise there's massive inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
What, to print money?
Yeah, man. That's what I always asked myself as a kid. I'm like, okay, wait, we print this? Like, why don't we just print some more?
I mean, they do, right? Like, in times of economic hardship, like the pandemic, they did print an absolute shit ton of money to stop the economy from going into a recession.
Yeah.
Which, if anyone's in economics, you know that the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to have inflation. But inflation generally is better than a recession. So you kind of take the L on the inflation and you hope that in the next year or two before it happens, you can minimize it or make the inflation not so bad, because the immediate threat of a recession is just so terrible that the slight downside of inflation is bad, or is not as bad, especially because you can usually put in some policy in the future to make it not as bad. But
the more you know.
pretty much there's a lot of really, like, you know how you always think your politicians are stupid and shit?
Mm-hmm.
They probably mostly are, but for the most part, since there's so many people that have to work on it and stuff, one of them is going to have a decent idea.
Yeah.
So, usually the things that happen in your life that you're like, this is awful, why am I not making $1 million a year? Because if you were, it'd be worse. So.
I mean, honestly, dude, I never really fantasized about being rich. I usually, like, in my fantasies were like, if everything is going like how it's supposed to go, I'm just laid up somewhere doing nothing. You know?
Exactly, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't. And
you gotta contribute.
It's very unfortunate. How do you think that caught on? Like, where it was like, you know...
You have to help.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think maybe that was like before there was money. You know, people were just like, man, I should help out my other people that are struggling, you know, because everyone was struggling to get food. So if someone had a good harvest, they'd be like, here, let me give this to you under the guise that, you know, if they had a good harvest next year, they would share it with you.
No, I mean, like, as far as, like you know, like manual labor and shit, you know? Like, how do you think that caught on?
What, doing manual labor?
Yeah.
I think when people needed to eat, they would have to go out and farm their field. I think that was where that caught on, mostly, yeah. People got to put food in their mouth.
Man, like, I feel like if I was back in that time and they're like, man, if we don't all go down in this coal mine, we're going to be fucked. And I'd be like, man, we're fucked. You know?
I mean, yeah, right, the coal mine was probably like, they needed energy and stuff or whatever needed coal. You know, they want to put the lights on, they want to power the machines to do whatever. You know, I mean, it all just builds on itself. So.
I don't know, man.
You just wouldn't make it?
Yeah, no. Not if it hinged
well,
on
if you
me.
grew up in it, though, do you think you'd be able to make it?
I think I would be shunned from that society. Is what I think.
You don't think even if it was, like, around you from a baby and, like, you were just...
Fuck.
It was just normalized
Fuck
completely in
no,
society.
sir. There is no universe, there's no alternate dimension where there is a Darius in a goddamn coal mine. Like,
alright.
No.
Fair enough. I mean, maybe not a coal mine, but I mean, there was other jobs that you could do. You didn't have to go in the coal mine.
Like, in coal mine towns, I feel like it's either, like, you're a coal miner or, like, a criminal.
And let us know. If you grew up in a coal mine town, let us know what it was like. Were you either a coal miner or a hobo, or was there other opportunities for you? I mean, there had to be other opportunities. Like, someone had to farm, right? Someone had to get the food on the table.
In which, I mean, you know, like, according to legend, you know, my people did a lot of farming for free. In which, like, so there was not, like, a lot of option in that. But, like, I feel like I would have been one of those guys that just got mutilated, man. Because, like, I worked in a Dollar General factory for about 20 minutes. And, dude, no, dude. Manual labor is not for me. I'll just tell you that.
But like, if you were doing it ever since you were a baby, you know, like you were 2 years old and you were already doing manual labor, you know, just like helping your dad take out the trash or something.
But see, like, I wasn't one of those kids that, like, you could, like, threaten with violence or punishment. Like, they'd be like, oh, well, you know, like, because, like, my grandma tried that one time. Oh, you're not leaving the table until you eat this. I'm like, well, I guess we're just fucking hanging out at the table today then. You know what I mean? Like, I was never one of, like, oh, you're going to get a whooping. Like, okay. You know, I was never, I remember the last whooping I actually got, my mom was trying to get me to get a haircut because, like, I had this, like, big, disgusting afro, and she was just sick of it. And, you know, she's hitting me with the belt, and I'm just like, okay, I'm still not cutting my hair. You know what I mean? Like, and then she just kind of gave up on that after that. Like, I don't negotiate with terrorists, man. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna fucking...
All right. I mean, I was pretty similar as well. I mean, I would just, like, weigh the options, you know. I'd be like, I wouldn't do it, like, necessarily every time, but, like, if I was, like, I'd rather take a whooping than eat this piece of broccoli, then, I would just take the whooping.
Yeah, like, just fucking hit me. Like,
but
let me go
I'd have
back
to do that, like,
day.
every single time.
No,
right?
dude, like, that was, like, I'm not fucking budging on, you know, like, food rape, as we've coined the term. Like, you're not fucking...
Frape.
Yeah.
The coin freight.
Freight. Yeah,
Yes.
my bad. Yeah, like, you're, you know, like, you're just gonna have to do what you gotta do in that instance. Like, I'm
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I don't know where I went wrong here, man.
Where does this go?
Because, like,
I also went wrong.
I thought I was actually doing pretty good. And,
I found it. We're good. We're chilling. We're solo.
Oh my god, so much more progress. Okay.
Well, I mean, the pieces are bigger than yours.
Yeah,
you know?
but, like, that's where I'm at. But, yeah, man. So,
What's
like,
the problem?
We got off topic. So, like, I'm trying to make that look like this.
I see.
Or like that, rather.
Oh, okay.
But, so yeah, like, manual labor, or a life of crime, in which, you know, I don't know, man, like, I tried the whole crime thing, and, like I said, I just don't feel like, because there's no such thing as much as people will try to say, like, oh, this was a victimless crime, like, I don't believe in victimless crimes. Like, even if, like, say you're shoplifting from, like...
Albuquerque.
Well, well, not a whole city. I was going to say, like...
Oh, I thought I was just saying that shopping was in Albuquerque. I didn't say you were shopping in the entire city. You
okay.
Having to be in Albuquerque.
Okay, so yeah, you're in Albuquerque, and you're shoplifting, like, from, like, a big JCPenney. And, like, so you tell yourself, like, oh, this is just a big faceless corporation. They'll replace the inventory. But, like...
No, they can't just replace the inventory. They have to pay for that, dude.
Well, that, and then, like, what about the poor bastard who is working in loss prevention? You know what I mean? And, like, what if you cost him his job? You know, because you're fucking stealing and he didn't catch you. Or,
should have been better.
Well, yeah, he definitely should have. You know, he should have been doing his job, but, like...
This goes here.
So what did, like, I was missing, like, more
You
form?
you had this, instead of being here, it was here.
Oh.
So you were just off by a little bit.
Oh.
And you also, like, did it... Somehow this was, like, disattached, and I don't really know how you managed to do that when it was connected. But
Well, yeah, 'cause it was when I started trying to put, like, that shit together. In which I can...
Off by a little bit, is that good?
Going back to that. But, yeah, man, like, I just don't... I don't believe there's a such thing as a victimless crime. And then also, too, like... I mean,
is there, like... I mean, anything you do, you're going to have a victim, right? I mean,
yeah.
like, we're on the phones. We're not committing a crime. We're just, like, answering people's questions. Someone's going to be the victim of that.
Of our, like, our conversation? Like, you feel like there's a winner and a loser? Is that what you're saying? Like, at work? Of the conversation? Like, what do you mean there's a victim of the conversation?
Well, I mean, like, what happens in the conversation? Someone now has to fill out a piece of paper. You know? I mean, that's awful, right?
Well, I mean, that's what they should have been fucking doing in the first place, though.
Yeah, but I mean, they're a victim of now having to fill out a piece of paper, and it's your fault.
Oh,
So, you know, just saying that, oh, someone might suffer some consequences of my actions, it's like, well, yeah, no shit. That's how the world works.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. That's why you shouldn't do crime. Because you're...
But by the same logic, you shouldn't do a job, because there's going to be someone who suffers the consequences of your actions.
Well, no, see, what we're talking about... Okay, so, like, if we're having a conversation with someone at work, and then they end up having to fill out a piece of paper after we have the conversation, that's not consequences of our actions. That's consequences of actions that they didn't take.
Well, and the consequences of the actions that the loss prevention guy didn't take. He didn't put in good enough security. And now he loses his job because it's not your fault.
Well, no, it totally is, because you are what he didn't secure. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not doing any crime...
Yeah, and if you didn't have that conversation, that person doesn't have to fill out their form.
No, they would have had to fill out the form, because they would have ended up having to talk to someone else if it wasn't us.
What if the government didn't exist?
Oh, man. That'd be pretty cool. Like, for a couple days, I think, anyways. Till, like, other countries caught on that we didn't have a government, then I'm sure they just bombed the shit out of us. But...
maybe. You never know.
Do you ever fear... Like,
no.
We're straight off topic here. Oh, damn. Just cut it off right there.
Any further questions?
That's probably the most second gangster shit I've ever heard in life. Like, only my buddy Truth, in which, yeah, I won't say his government name on the podcast, but, I saw him, he was wearing a pair of boots one day, and, they were untied, I'm like, hey, bro, your boots are untied. He's like, yeah, I don't tie my boots. And I was like, what if you ever have to take off running or something? And he goes, I don't run. It's like, holy shit.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like,
what if you ever have to take off running?
Yeah, and his face, like, his whole face just got so fucking serious, man. But, like, Truth would have those, like, and that's why I loved, like, that was his nickname, because he would just hit you with, like, brutal truth. I remember another time we were all sitting around talking, and this was after, like, a rap show, and I was hanging out with all of the other rappers, and we were, like, celebrating the night, getting drunk, blah, blah, blah. And my one buddy chimed in, and he goes, yeah, man, that just reminds me, you know what my greatest accomplishment is? And then before he got to tell us, Truth chimed in, and he goes, the birth of your son? And he was like, well, no, that's not what I was going to say. I feel like that's what I should say.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, man, like, he would just, like, record scratch moments, like, like, everybody...
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. How did you know? That was a big moment for me.
Yeah. Stepped on that whole moment, because we were talking about music and, like, our favorite songs that we had written, like, yeah, man, my greatest accomplishment. And you let him finish the sentence.
It's great. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. That's what I strive to be right there.
And just the killer of dreams.
Not killer of dreams, but just, like, just make everyone laugh,
Yeah. Yeah, but,
oh, man.
So, yeah, I just,
Mafia is good. That's what we've come to the conclusion of.
I'm gonna have to agree to disagree with you on there. Like, you guys can chime in the comments, or
has the Mafia ever given you a job, and how has it changed your life?
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. Any
how has your life been impacted by
criminal
the Mafia? Positively and negatively.
Any criminal activities that you guys have conducted, and if you feel like you've hurt or helped society, chime in. And
obviously, it helps. I mean, you can't. It's impossible to hurt society with crime, right?
Like, what if you were, like, an arsonist?
You're giving those firefighters jobs, man.
I mean, I guess that's
the EMTs. I mean,
job security, motherfucker. Molotov cocktail.
You got, your EMTs, your firefighters, your carpenters.
Oh, shit,
because they gotta rebuild the house.
Serve Pro.
Yeah, exactly. So, think of how many people are employed because of horrible, awful people.
That's true. Because, like, if people just fucking paid their taxes, we probably wouldn't have a job.
Well, no, because we just gotta, like, tell people the form to fill out.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the most complicated shit of all
time. I know, but then you think about all the people, like, in Discovery and, like, Nexus and shit, like, they'd probably just have them do it,
I don't know, I feel like 90% of the taxes that we, like, go after people for not paying is not because the person was like, I'm not gonna pay these taxes. It's because they just didn't fucking know.
Yeah.
They just had no idea. They were just like, oh, that was taxable?
Or they got, like, some fucking know-it-all tax preparer that's just like, yeah, if you didn't have anything, you don't gotta report anything, and then, like, you got an estimated balance from, like, 2016.
Yeah.
Knew about,
Something like that. It's so long ago that you don't even know. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. I wish there was, like, better way to educate people on it, but it's just, like, it's so damn complicated that you can't.
Well, and then there's so many, like, different scenarios. Like, okay, well, this product is taxable here, but if you ship it from here,
it's got a different tax rate.
Yeah,
it's like, what?
Fuck, man.
Can we just make it easy?
Yeah,
no. It's the government. You can't have anything be easy. Okay. And then you want just, like, normal people who are just, like, trying to start a business, make a living.
Yeah.
To, like, know all these freaking tax rules. And it's like...
And that's why I feel so bad.
Not possible.
Being angry at them, because it's like, okay, and I try to tell myself and be rational, like, dude, they barely speak the language already.
Yeah.
And like you said, they're just trying to come here and, like, have a better life. Yeah, they probably are, like, fleeing from war or some shit, and, like... here I am being pissed off at him over like fucking goddamn liquor no tax due. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't usually get pissed off at him.
I get so
I'm
pissed
pretty
off.
good at not getting pissed off. I think.
Get so pissed off.
Just because, like, it is, like, if I didn't work here, I would have no idea how to do literally
definitely.
any of it.
And it's not that I get angry at. I just get angry at, like how argumentative it gets sometimes. You know, when it's like, I'm reading you from the script what to do. Like, why are you arguing with me? Like, you called me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you what to do.
Whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here? Hold on, everybody stop. Everybody freaking... No, you're good.
Oh, okay. Hands off the table.
Where did I put my Lego remover thing, dude? Where did it go?
Oh, the little... You didn't break those out.
I brought them... I put most of them back, but I left one, I thought. Give us a slight intermission here, folks. Editor, cut this out. I thought... I know I put...
Am I sitting on?
I had like 4, because I did a couple of Lego sets.
Here, I'll let you.
So I had like 4 of them. Bro, I didn't put deodorant on. Holy shit. Okay.
First world problems. That's a problem that I do not suffer from, in the sense that, like, I fucking know if I don't put on deodorant, like, there ain't no goddamn mystery. Like, but yeah, that's...
Maybe I put all of them away. I'm not sure.
Yeah? But yeah, no, man, I couldn't... If I go half a day without a shower or any kind of deodorant, dude, like, look out. Like, that is not a luxury I have. I cannot skip a shower. I cannot skip deodorant. Like,
Really?
yeah, shit gets gnarly. Quick. And then, like, certain shirts, like, you know, like those mesh shirts, or like kind of like the football jersey material.
Uh-huh.
I can't wear those.
I don't think most people can, honestly. Those things are awful.
Well, not only like the uncomfortableness of them, but like if a drop of my sweat touches that material, the whole fucking shirt's ruined. Like,
I think that's. I mean, have you ever smelled those things? Like the public ones they use it in like gym class or something?
Well, not even.
They
just
always
those.
stink awful. It doesn't matter whose sweat touches it; it's gonna smell like ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought that was just a me thing.
No, I think that's just an everyone thing. Let us know down below.
Yeah, like if you sweat in a mesh shirt, do you feel like it needs to be burned?
I think every single mesh shirt that I ever encountered growing up needed to be burned.
Yeah, I thought I was just
awful.
like a fucking, you know, a mutant with a shitty power, you know?
Mutant with a shitty power. No, I usually should shower every day. I didn't this morning because I'm being lazy.
I mean, if you're not going anywhere, you know what I mean?
Well, I am doing a podcast with someone, so I shouldn't make you have to smell.
Oh, well, no, I'm always just worried about, like, what my body is doing, so, like, I don't ever really catch the scent of anyone else, unless, like you gotta be, like, you know, skipped a few days, you know, for me to pick up. Like, if I smell somebody else over, like, my own body, like, what it's doing, like, god damn, man. Like,
what the heck?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't usually smell my own body very well at all. Like there, when I was leaning over looking for it, I got a little whiff, and I was like, "There's some deodorant there, real quick." About that. But yeah, I don't usually shower on the weekends because I don't do anything.
I was really self-conscious for like 5 or 6 hours. Oh damn, man, that's progress, folks, right there. In comparison,
you're doing the talking then. You're doing the talking. Hey.
But
talking.
Yeah, no, they sent that email about like, you know, strong odors in the office. I'm like, oh my god, whose cube did I walk by?
No, they're talking like perfume and stuff.
Yeah.
And like cologne.
Yeah. But in which, yeah, I don't ever wear cologne either, because like that's another thing. Like I feel like if you start sweating and then the sweat mixes with the scent of cologne, like that's worse than, you know, not wearing cologne at all.
I've made a mistake. I was not supposed to open this bag yet.
You ever been big on cologne or like body sprays?
No. I was anti all of that forever and probably for always.
Yeah.
I can only like perfume. So
is that more of a Like an economical thing? Like you just feel like it's a waste of money? Or...
I mean, that's definitely part of it.
Yeah.
But it also just, like, in general, just, like, smells bad.
No, it's just too overpowering for you.
I mean, definitely, especially if you're the one wearing it. Like, you smell the most of it. It's just,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I also grew up in a household where my brother and my mom both had asthma.
Oh, okay.
And, like, any amount of cologne, especially, and most perfumes, will just, like, make them unable to breathe.
Damn.
So it wasn't really a thing in my household.
Damn. Well, I'm asthmatic myself, but, like, and yes, walking oxymoron, asthmatic smoker. Yeah, those two things don't match, but, you'll find over time...
He's making his life a challenge.
Yeah, you'll find over time that there's a lot of things like that about me. Asthmatic smoker, black man, no rhythm, like, shit like that,
Black man.
But,
do you have to have rhythm with your black man?
Well, they say you're supposed to be born able to play bass guitar, but, like,
really?
I didn't get
Who
that.
Who says
talent.
that?
South Park.
I've never heard that. Okay. Right, because that's a reputable source.
I'm just saying, man. Like, it's out there in the universe that, like, black people were supposedly born with, like, this amazing sense of rhythm, but, like, I didn't get that gene.
Check out the Lego people.
Yeah.
Let me put them on top of the mic. No, probably a bad idea. T-Man and Scissor Lady. Is she like
He got a fucking mustache going, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a little mustache.
That's like a fucking Burt Reynolds mustache. Kids, if you don't know who Burt Reynolds was, he was this guy with a big mustache. And he used to do movies back in the day.
Oh, it's very helpful.
He was quite the ladies' man.
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Do people call him Burt and Ernie?
No, they called him Burt Reynolds.
Oh. Is it like his name or something?
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense.
But yeah, he apparently
died horrifically in a car.
Is Burt Reynolds dead? Like, it's so many celebrities these days, and like you'll be like,
comment
shit.
down below.
Yeah, is Burt Reynolds dead?
Is Burt Reynolds dead yet?
Yeah. But
is he bitten the old toaster, as they say?
Bitten the old toaster.
Isn't that the old saying?
I've heard of bit the dust, or I don't know. I'm biting the toaster. Though.
Biting the toaster? That's not one you've heard yet.
Mm-mm.
Well, hey, you heard it here first, folks. Bite the toaster.
Yeah, we'll put that on the T-shirt, maybe.
We'll put that. We got dog jumps off bed, and we got biting the toaster.
Yeah. So we're really fucking pushing society forward here, man. I like that. Like we're contributing. Fucking...
What podcast are you on, dude? Think about a different one, man.
No, man, we're coining phrases,
Phrases that no one's ever used.
Cannibalism,
Oh, dude, about that?
Yeah.
So I named the last episode Cannibalism Death Penalty, because we talked about cannibalism and death penalty. We never put them together.
Wait, what?
Like eating people as their punishment. Like someone commits a crime and they're sentenced to death,
shit.
And then we just eat them.
Oh, we eat them. I thought you meant you make them eat other people.
No, why would you do that? I mean, we should talk about that too.
It's a punishment. Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, it was like,
But
okay.
then, like, would you have to employ, like, another person that just, like, wants to eat people?
See, that's
like,
where it
who
came
would
into
eat the
problem.
People?
That was where, we ran into a bit of a problem there when I was, like, just thinking about it over the last couple of weeks. And I was thinking, what if you just turn them into, like, dog food? Or, like, pig food, you know?
Well, definitely pigs. But they say, like, in which I don't know if this is just an old wives' tale, but I thought that, like, if a dog gets a taste for human flesh, then, like, it makes them crazy and want to eat more people.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, but I think that is just, like, the tale.
Yeah.
I don't think that's real. But you would just, like, process it, of course. I mean, you wouldn't just...
Yeah. Like, the dog would probably just think it's, like, chicken or some shit, but...
Yeah. Man,
because, like, I'm sure I've mentioned it, but, like, both of my parents work in the prison system. So I would feel really bad, like, if my mom, if it was her job to, like, have to eat a guy after, he got convicted of murder.
Hey, that's. I mean, I'm not saying we would ever do it. I'm just saying, like,
that is fucking.
If you're gonna kill someone, right?
I mean,
like, if you have the death penalty, why are we not using their meat?
Yeah.
For something.
Yeah. I mean, like, especially like you said, like, if you sent them to a pig farm to be eaten, that would be really fucking practical.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that would be, like...
This is more world-changing than our coin tokens.
Yeah.
Or words or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's an incredible idea, man. I wonder if we could get, the ball rolling on that. Like... Because then, too, that would cut down on overpopulation, you know, and like you're waiting for.
Well, I mean, this is people that are already sentenced to the death penalty.
Well, right, but still, like prisons are really fucking crowded, man. So like, if there was a threat of like, you know, you're gonna get turned into fucking pig food, you know, I think a lot of people
wouldn't commit crimes.
Well, yeah, not only wouldn't commit crimes, but then also like they wouldn't assault and attack each other once they are in prison. You know, if the threat of like, okay, dude, you're on your second strike, you do another fucking crime, you're pig food. You know, like I think that would really cut down on a lot of crime.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not sure if that would deter people. In fact, if anything, it might encourage people.
Oh, like if you think they're just like I don't have anything to live for anymore. Like I'm just gonna like fuck it, let them.
No, I think just be like cool. Be like, you mean I get to be pig food if I do this horrible thing? Sign me up, you know?
I don't know, man.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be pig food?
I think that a lot of people, especially like when you're looking death right in the face, you'd be surprised at how many people would fight for their life. You know, like it's like human instinct. You know, like you don't even like have to think about it.
All right.
You know?
Well, looks like we're coming upon time here. Your task for the day: get with your senators, get with your lawmakers, ask them to pass a law that makes it okay to turn prisoners into pig food if they break too many rules.
Yeah, like, and I don't know if it should be like a 3-strike rule or if it's like a Judge Dredd society where it's like 1 strike and you're out.
I mean, that's for the lawmakers.
Yeah,
that's not for.
But yeah, I think we're onto something, man. Like, so yeah,
that's genius.
Crime does not pay, and if you are doing crime, we feel like you should be eaten. So
well, only if you break some rules in prison. First, you go to prison. And then if you're not good in prison, then you can be pig food.
But I mean, like, what if your first crime is like you fucking, you know, shoot up a church? You know, I don't think you should get like another chance after like certain crimes, or like if you go like, you know, like firebomb like a school or some shit, or if you're a school shooter even. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like. I think there is.
We can let the lawmakers work out the specifics, but in general.
Yeah, capital punishment should lead with you being processed and sent to a farm to be eaten by pigs.
By pigs. Or cows, if they eat
cows,
that.
yeah.
I don't think cows eat grass.
Yeah, they eat like grass.
Maybe not cows. Whatever will eat a human.
Yeah. I mean, goats. I'm sure goats. I'm sure you could get a goat to eat.
We can turn it into like a ritual, too, where it's like an honor. You know, it's like you are giving back to the community. You took away from the community, and this is your way to serve back.
Yeah.
So we can like praise the people that have done it.
Yeah, it's like, this is how you atone for being a shitty person. But now here's the thing, though. Like, would, like, not necessarily, okay, like, if you're already vegan or vegetarian, you're not eating fucking pigs anyway. But, like, if you are a person that does like bacon, would you be okay with eating bacon if you knew that bacon had been eating people? You know what I mean? Could you eat, well, no, you don't eat bacon.
I don't eat bacon.
Yeah, you don't eat bacon.
We just don't tell people. We don't tell people which, it's the law, you can't tell people which pigs are eaten.
But you don't think that would turn people off of bacon altogether? Like, if
it
they
absolutely would, and that's their loss, and it's just more successfulness for people who like bacon.
Yeah, more bacon for me.
Yeah. See?
But, like, okay, well, could you eat a chicken strip if you knew that chicken had eaten a person?
Sure.
Yeah. I think I could, too. I know I could, actually. That wouldn't be a problem for me. I don't feel like
not even a problem.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But honestly, I am of the mindset, like, I feel like if it was like desert island, like, starving to death situation, I think I could eat a person. So, like, I don't think I would be.
I don't think I definitely couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even eat like a pig, so.
Like, now, I couldn't just, like, bite into a person. Like, you'd have to cook them, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, if you didn't tell me that it was a person, I don't know if I'd probably take a bite. I probably wouldn't because I don't like food, but.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyways, folks, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. You want to show what you got done?
Oh, yeah, I got this little piece of a door.
We got all this done, folks. That is at least a little bit of the 6,163 pieces done. And always remember, folks, dog jump on bed.
Philosophy.